What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dirty Hands Mafia. Pull up a stool, grab you a drink, and hang out with me for a few minutes. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not building anything, but I wanted to tell you why I am starting this YouTube channel. Now, I'm not a master mechanic or a professional carpenter. I'm just a guy in a garage who likes to build things, fix what's broken, and just figure it out along the way. Dirty Hands Mafia is a place to share projects I'm working on, the wins, the mistakes, everything in between. And hopefully it inspires somebody to get out in their own garage and work on something or build something or fix something. So settle in and let me tell you how Dirty Hands Mafia got started. Now, I've always enjoyed building things, fixing things, and working on things. It's just something that calms me down. I've always enjoyed being in the garage. Now, when we bought this house, I got excited that it had a 2-car garage because I was like, finally, I've got my own workspace. I can go do something. The way I grew up, it wasn't really broken until you just couldn't fix it anymore. You didn't go, oh, it's broken, and go buy something new and somebody could turn around and for $5 fix it. That's knowledge and information I hope to one day pass on to my children, and maybe some of y'all can pass on to y'all's children as well. So I had the idea one day about 2 years ago, so this whole thing is 2 years in the making, that I wanted to start a YouTube channel where I showed off what I know, learn things that I don't know, and maybe help somebody one day. Some people may ask what Dirty Hands Mafia is all about. And it's about real projects, real fixes, real mistakes, real people just hanging out in the garage, spending time with one another, having a few good laughs at your buddy's expense, anything that could be entertainment for the next 10 years. I still have jokes with some of my old friends from 10 years ago where they messed up on a project. And it's still funny. And I'm also here to prove that you don't need the most expensive tools to make something. You honestly do not. You don't need an expensive shop. You don't need specialty tools to do this, that, and the other. Sometimes, with a little bit of ingenuity, you can wing most fixes and most builds in your average weekend. To me, Dirty Hands Mafia is about hanging out with your friends in the garage, having fun, goofing off, maybe getting a little trouble with the wife, pushing the limits of what you can do, trying something new. And that's all anyone can ever ask, is you try something new. There's things I'm going to work on that I've never done before. There's things that I've done a million times that a friend of mine has never done before. We'll find out. I'll challenge friends. I will make this something fun and enjoyable for everybody involved. The garage to me has always been a fun place to hang out, a safe place to hang out. It's where I can come and relax and just get away from things for a few minutes. Kind of help clear my head. And I guess the biggest influence behind all of this is a belt I bought from a skate shop years and years ago. I don't exactly remember the brand, but it had one simple saying on it, and that saying has kind of stuck with me for a little while. Making something out of nothing. So whether that be picking up scrap wood and making a bar stool, or finding scrap wood and building a crow feeder, which isn't done yet. It's going to be finished in another video. Just making something out of nothing. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm trying to make something out of nothing. So a few things we're going to try and do on this channel. We're going to try and do garage builds, upgrades, some home improvement. We're going to fix stuff, find friends who have cars that are a little jacked up and see if we can't get them straightened out for cheaper than what a shop would charge to do it. We're going to get on Facebook Marketplace and we're going to see what we can find for free or cheap that somebody's just getting rid of to see if we can't make it work the way it's supposed to, the way it was originally intended to work. We're going to have vehicle projects. We're going to learn something new. We're going to just have fun hanging out with our friends. And I want y'all to come along for this journey. So, with that being said, if you can think of anything, I am making a list. If you can think of anything you want to see built, worked on, or repaired, or just things you want to hear talk about in a garage, things you want to hear talked about in a garage, leave a comment and let me know. Maybe I can help somebody through a tough time without even bringing it up for everybody else to know what I'm talking about. And maybe y'all can leave me some advice too. Because I'll tell you, some of these projects are going to be frustrating. But we have to push through it. We have to make something happen. We have to learn something new. That is one rule. You cannot leave this garage without learning something new. So with all that being said, I do have a bigger goal in mind. I want to build a community. With all that being said, I do have a bigger goal in mind for this channel. I want us to build a community where we build things, we make something happen, we make something work again. I want to encourage you guys to sit there and stop saying, I'll get to it eventually, and turn that into, let's get in the garage and get it fixed. Now, along with building a community, I do have to take a minute to talk about other things that inspired me to do this. For the past, I don't know how many years, I've laid in bed at night watching YouTube, watching Do It With Dan, watching Cleetus McFarland, and lately I've been really watching Junkyard Digs just because that's the kind of things that interest me. So, I want to give a small shout out to them, or a big shout out to them, for making me finally say, let's get this done. Let's do this. Let's get this rolling. Now, you might ask yourself, how do I join the Dirty Hands Mafia? And let me be the first person to tell you that it costs absolutely nothing to join. It is completely free. All you got to do is get out there, get your hands dirty, and be willing to learn something new and push your limits. If you don't know how to do it, I'm sure there's a million videos on YouTube on how to do that. Maybe don't take my advice, but there's definitely videos on what you're trying to figure out. And you can sit down for 10, 20 minutes and learn how to do it yourself. That's all it takes to join the Dirty Hands Mafia. Now, before I go, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's watched, liked, commented, subscribed, or just sat and hung out with me in the garage for a few minutes. I really do appreciate you. Before I go, I do want to make one special announcement. We did today, as of time of recording, we got a Facebook page and an Instagram page. I believe it is Dirty Hands Mafia Official. I'll find out exactly what it is. I will put it in the description somewhere. So, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched, listened, commented, liked, subscribed, or just sat in the garage and hung out with me for a few minutes. I really appreciate you guys. Dirty Hands Mafia is just getting started, and I'm excited to see where it goes. more mistakes, more laughs, more projects, more dirty hands. So, again, thank you for being here from the beginning. Stay dirty, stay stubborn, and I'll see you in the next one.